What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Sheriff Wick here with a live stream. Yeah, Sheriff Wick. Name change, um, banner change, YouTube channel icon change. But this one is way better. It's going to stay this way for a very long time, hopefully. And we are going to be doing, as the title says, basic import and export. Let me full screen this. Give me just a second. Basic import and export for Blender. So, yeah. Here's the new banner and whatnot. I got a couple new intros for the channel and a single outro. So yeah, watch out for some Grand Theft Auto 5 RP Sheriff. Hence the name, Sheriff Wick. But let's open Blender. So at this point, for my first video on how to import and export, you should have Blender all set up. Just assuming. So here's my 93. I could do that. I could do, let's go here and open. What do I want to open? Let's do Untitled. I forget what this one is. Okay, this is the FLC. That's what this one is. That's what this is. Okay. This one can go away because I need, you know, the dog. I need this one, I believe. Yes, it is this one. At least I hope. I honestly forget. Oh, it's not this one. I had it saved, but I don't think it. Let's keep looking. We'll find it eventually. I forget where I put it. I could import the 389 and start working on that one. Or I could start working on this 379. Let's continue working on this 379. Oh yeah, I forgot I had this one all done. I don't know why I started a new one. All I need to do is bake and set the paint right. Bring this up. Airbag. Do the vertices to this. Okay. Let me add the reflections to this. It's going to need all new ones anyways. So. Let's get this one. I was working on my flat top last, so. Back. 379, 379, select. And materials. Refresh the materials. Refresh this. This is basically all I'm going to have to do at this point, besides separate. Oh, that doesn't have a material? My bumper doesn't have a material. Okay. Oh, that's why I restarted. So yeah, we're not using this one. I'll have to come back and fix it. I know I have a save of it somewhere. I just forget where I have it. It's the same one. Might be the same. It is. That's what I figured. It's on my other laptop. It's on my laptop. And, yeah. Well, I guess I have no choice but to do the W9. Ignore the name. Name's completely wrong. Set it to the right. Location, 3D models, laptop. Okay. What's going on? Just getting started. So, I believe I left off on this one being baked, cabin's done, and whatnot. Forget cab base, and I was doing the part separation. That's right. So cab A, day cab, obviously. 6x4 chassis. These will get put on the exhaust. Chassis base. Forget what that one. Oh, I think that's going to be something else. Cab B, flat top. And C, which is the old school Aerodyne. This is separated. I don't know why. Where's that at? Tab. I think I have an option called wing in here somewhere. I do not. So let's make it. So wing 1 is what we'll call it. But it will have multiple wings in it eventually, just not now. So let's change this to default. If you're watching, leave a comment. It'll pop up on my screen. Then I need to do these as well down there. Forget if those are in the cab or no freight. That can go. And that is chassis. Okay. That needs to be something else. That needs to be cab. Those need to be put on the steps. So hit tab to go into edit mode once you've right clicked on the part. So once again, I'll go through that. Since I don't have the plugin to show what I'm hitting, I will just show you. Or you can go through this little object menu down here. So A to deselect and A to select all. So you right click, you hit tab and you're in edit mode. Hit Z and you get wireframe. Or you can do it all down here. But for now, we want to separate. So I'm going to hit B, then escape, because I don't want that tool. I want L. So I'm going to use L. Just hover over it and hit L, and it will highlight the entire object. Go ahead, hit P, selection, and it will separate the part. Come down here and do the same thing. L and L. If you're wondering how I'm doing the FreeCam, it is Shift F and WASD and E and Q to go up and down. Now hit P and selection. Last but not least, I am going to do the steps, the step pieces, more or less. So I want this one to go by faster, so I'm just going to hit C, brings up the circle tool, highlights it all. Scroll wheel back to make it larger, and scroll wheel up to make it smaller. Left click to highlight. Right, I think it's mouse wheel. Mouse wheel in is deselect. So once again, escape, P, and selection. So now I only have one part linked to this. So I'm going to hit Tab, Z, down here, go into Material, click A to deselect all those. Right click this because I want this to be black. So I'm going to come over here to Materials and change it to black. Scroll down. I don't need to change the vertices. Okay. Auto set. That's looking good. A, right click, and we need to come over here. I believe I have a cab base. Make sure you're in the right tab, not the materials tab. Yes, I do. Okay. Sign that. Click, click. This as well needs to be signed. Sign, click, click. And these, okay, Control S, no, okay, go ahead and save it. Shift S, my bad. And you want to do cursor to center all the time. If you misclick and you can't get it back in the center, Shift S, cursor to center. So we are going to right click those. I have steps right here. I have step base and I have step C, Chrome, and step P for paint. I will show you why I've done it that way. So I want this to be on. I want you to go here, parent, and type in step, not with an A, but step. Click the correct one, and it should auto go to step base, but just to be sure, assign. Now that that's done, we gotta see where these go. I believe those are side lights. Is it in the same part? Ah, I see. It's a little indention, I believe. Nope, not what I wanted. Not what I wanted. I'm going to come up here to side lights and do chrome. It looks like it is right on the outside, but to be sure, I'm going to change the material to material I can see. It is. Okay. You can see that it's on the outside. Could have used the paint one, as seen here. I could have left this chrome, and you would have seen that. But I didn't, so the reason why there's so many side lights is because side light panel options is because I have some for day cab, some for the flat top, and I'm going to put the Aerodyne one in here. I haven't done that yet, but we will get to the main reason for this. I just need to go ahead and share this live stream to Facebook. Something I should have done. I didn't. Why didn't I do it? I don't know. No messages, but apparently I got one. Live chat automatically spawn. No, don't block them. Okay. I'm on my laptop doing this. Sorry, guys. Should have done this before. I just didn't do it. Just give me a second. Just one more second. Post. Gotta send that exact same link to Buddy on Messenger because that's what he wants. Alright. Should be good. Yeah, it's kind of boring. It's just me talking, no music. But if you want some music, that's non-copyright. I will play some. Just let me know, and I will start playing the music. So that needs to be side lights. Here, up, side lights. And I don't have a side light space. You gotta be kidding me, right? I didn't do that. Oh well, that's perfectly fine. I can add that in here. Adding it is not a big deal. It is just a matter of seconds. And just name it something simple, base. That's what I want it to be, is the base. And I come down to the parts category, select all of those. These will all call for base. Now I'll click here, base, assign. rename this. Let's name this CHRM underscore BSE for Chrome base. So these have been moved to the steps, those have been moved to the side lights. Def Part 2. Okay. It's a matter of figuring it out. Make sure they're calling for it. I think I gotta do it anyways like that. And Chrome. Yes, that's right. I do. And base just brings them up anyways. What's this? I forget what this is. Is this a bad bake? This looks like it would be a bad bake. Is it? I did not add the vertice. And it doesn't have maps. Okay. Set those. Push that. Grab the bake. Where's that? Okay. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Okay, I don't know what's going on with this. Let me reselect the Yeah, legitimately don't know what's going on with this. Paint. That one works. That's day paint. And then it's you know what? I think I'm just gonna rebake those. So get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of the wing. Okay, that's good. Make sure all this stuff's deselected so I can bake it. That looks good. Looks good. Good. I should know, but it's been a minute since I've messed with this. Okay. No. Got that sound turned off. Not. Okay, so we're gonna have to make sure that we bake the right parts. To do that, we do this. Yeah, that's right. Here. 6x4. Oh, crap. That's linked to the wrong one. No! What are you doing? Ugh. Okay. There's clearly some issues possibly that I have to fix. Oh wait, no there's not. No there's not. What am I talking about? So, let's do this. Excuse me. That's my issue right there. I didn't unwrap them. So that's what you want to do. Make sure you unwrap your stuff. So, just go over here to mesh, unwrap, and smart UV unwrap. I used 71, I believe. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Considering that these are paint, no, these will not be on the template to be painted on if there will ever be a template made. So now we got that fixed. Didn't need to bake it at all. Okay. Hide those. Okay. Want it up here. No. Okay. Okay. Traffic clear. Are we done there? Okay, that's fine. As long as it doesn't mess with nothing. Here's what I'm going to have to do now. Make sure I get every interior piece done. Aero cab is done. Day cab, not done. Flat top, not done. And interior base, not done. So, it's a matter of getting it done at this point. So, I'm going to sit here and think about it on live stream. Yes, I know. Think about it on how I am going to do this. Okay, so I think I know how to do this. I'm going to come through here and click on this, make this taller so I can actually see it. Parts, day. No? Really? Base? No? Variance, day. Did I set this damn thing up right? This should be working. Okay. I don't know what's going on. Honestly, don't. Yes I do. Wasn't on the right one. Yeah, that happens sometimes. Okay, that's linked to base. That should not be linked to base. Okay, so what is linked to base? This needs to be assigned to day. Day. Here. Base. Okay. Getting there. So let's get this interior. Okay, so this arrow. Arrow is good. Buttons and everything are done for the aero cab. Need to do seats, gauges, knobs, and all that animation stuff. Um, let's see. That is the shifter. That is the floor. This is what? What is this? I do not know. I have no idea what that part is. So let's do this. Arrow off, base off, -3. But lights for the day cab. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Seats. Let's go and find the seats. Shouldn't be too hard. There it is. Seat. Send this to int base and up here, seat base assign. So now in theory, if I click base here, seats will show up. My theory is correct. Okay. It is going to get there one way or another. In game, with working interior, without animations, most likely. Animations to come later, yes. Now, no. So, need to check on something. Okay. So, we need to go ahead and get the that needs to get separated. That's going to be an accessory. Those are accessory pieces for the CV. There's a bunch to do still. Let's see. Forget what it is. Forget what it's called. In here, I think it's dash. No. What's this? It's that. I'll come back later for that. Called gauge. This, I don't know if I'm going to keep this. So there's nothing behind it. Yeah. Just honestly, I don't know if I'm going to keep this texture, this model. I'll keep it for now. And put it in int base, because that's where it belongs, is the base. So you can see all the gauges and everything have their needles, which I need to go through and separate eventually. Is that hard on? Yeah, it's hard on. Okay. Those will need to get separated as well, apparently. Of course they do. Of course. Yay. Let's go ahead and get all the chrome bits in and see what needs to get added. Okay. So all the chrome in here you see. Okay. So those are toggle switches. They're not side switches like I was thinking. It makes more sense to have them as side switches, but I'm not going to complain. Steve did an amazing job on the model, so there's nothing really I'm going to complain about. All this chrome you see in here, like the blinker bar, separate that, separate the vents, the little rivet, push pop rivets. These have their own background. Those are animation pieces. So all of this stuff needs to get separated. So do this, right click, and just turn all of this other stuff off. That is not what I need. Okay. Let's turn this off. Okay, so basically everything in here is into base. Except this. This can get deleted. This needs to get put the arrow. This needs to get put the arrow. Everything else is base. Except toggle switches, pull switches, keys. This needs to get removed. Those need to get removed. A lot of stuff needs to get removed, so that's apparently chrome. That needs to get removed as well. Okay, how do I want to do this? Well, first off, let's right click, go into edit mode, hit Z for outline mode previously. And L, 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 L. Or you can use a circle. What you remember is C. I will separate all the animation stuff later. I just want to separate it from now from what it's going to be. So they will get their own adventure. They will separate into by themselves eventually for their own animations to be done. That's for another time. Let's go back into material mode. Get gauge turned back on. No, dash. That's right. Not gauge. Dash. Which dash? This dash. That will be chain horn apparently. So maybe I'll get that animated to where every time you honk the horn, a train horn sound goes off and that flicks up. But I need these. These need to get separated. So this needs to get separated, this needs to get separated, and then whatever I'm going to use over here. Then get the gauge up. And then this. Even though I figured it'd be like a turn knob up here, but I guess not. Push start button, I guess. No, I forget, it's a 90, so it doesn't have the push start. Even though some of them did, this has full start ignition switch. So a 4-stage ignition off, accessory on, and then start for the fourth. Okay. I can actually just leave that up. I can just use L to separate. No. I believe it was this one I need. And it's Control Z to undo. Yes. Okay. For separating these, what am I going to do for these? Let's go into material mode. I'm going to need this, this and this are going to be park, and then this is going to be this drive. So basically all of these are dummy switches after that. So L, 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 and voila. Those are all the animation pieces for toggle switches and pull switches that need to be separated. But there is one more thing that needs to get separated. That is, well, a couple more things actually. This and this. Okay, we got that done. Just go ahead and, if you remember your keybind, it was P and then selection. Now those animation pieces for the turn signal, the wiper, the brakes, the lights, and jake brake, and the differential lock are all separated into one category. I can move those into int base. So here, click in. No, it's not that. You come out to here. Clear the parent of that. It'll be up here, I believe. Hit A tab, and material. That is the one I need. So take one, drag it all the way up here to int base, and put it there. And do the same thing, since I'm not doing animations currently. Int base. So that's that. This is the glove box to the truck. I forget if this is a chrome piece or if it's a wood piece. I would like to know. So I'm going to reactivate it all. I'm assuming chrome. And I'll be wrong. I have no idea what that piece is. And here's the interior for the flat top 36-inch sleeper. Go in here and remove all the chrome, because you don't need it. I just need. So what's going on with the chrome? Why is it still here? Oh yeah, right. It's in here. I didn't find those yet. So top is actually not the top, so I don't know why it was named top. So floor. Flat top. Now the thing is I can use the front half of this for day cab. So that's the good part. I don't have to go through and try and make I don't have to go through and try and replicate this or copy this. I can just, well, I'd have to duplicate it, so yeah. Duplicate it, put it in flat top and day cab. Then of course the Aerodyne has its own, so put this in flat top. Same for the rest of these pieces. Did I make a copy? No, I did not. I made a black back panel for the day cab. So, day cab, fat black panel. It's blank down here. I didn't stretch it down here, but I can. That's because that's where the cab is. So, this goes to day. This goes to Shift D and then escape. Then this goes to flat top. And then this goes to day. And then this. That's why. No, it's not chrome. It's not a piece of flat. It's not flat. I will eventually make that flat, but not at this current moment. You see, I'm gonna have to duplicate this one as well. Not good at this interior stuff, so cut me some slack. Flat top. And then day. And I got wood floor there. So, yeah. Okay, let's turn that off. Come down here, see what this wood floor is about. Wood floor. Day cab. That's what that is. That is the day cab wood floor that was made. At least I believe it is. One way to check that, spawn in cab A. And that's what it would be. So right click and put this one as day. It's kind of getting a little quiet, so I'm gonna play some music. YouTube music. You should still be able to hear me, so. I'm gonna go ahead and mute myself and turn this up. just so you know, it's right click, shift to right click to select multiple things, and then once you have those two selected, Control J to join. Or you can go through here with tools and do join. Back to the music.
I'm on my own, broken alone. Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you. In the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you.
Yeah, I need to redo the light mask, but yeah. Alright, now I'm going to show you how to export, but I'm going to save this. Did a good amount of work. Okay, so to export into the proper game, make sure you have all this set up. Make sure you have conversion tools. The latest one. I don't know if I have the latest one. So, yeah, I don't think they updated it yet. But scroll down on the scene tab. Ignore this. Come here. Select your mod folder. Well, you get the smart tool now, so just click this, American Truck, and auto defaults. Name the mod what you want. So I'll do 93W9. Auto clean and no archive, and then pack mod. It varies on your machine to how fast it exports. Now I'm not going to export this because I'm not ready. I still have a bunch of work to do, but that is basically it. And then once you get into the folder, you can go into the folder, highlight all of the properties in the, here, let me show you with my FLC. This is the FLC that doesn't work, or well, works but isn't up to date. So you left click, highlight, do this, add to archive, zip, change the zip part to SCS, capitalize or lowercase, and that is how you do that. And that's how you import and export. Importing is, well, I just imported a save, so to import a actual truck, I don't have an actual truck I can import, so go down to import, SCS format, PIM, this is where the save is. Okay, good to know. Let's do this. For the FLC, not for the Freeliner, but like stuff, Blender tools, stuff, random. Let's see, where'd I put it? I'll just do it this way. This is the 389 from Viper. So you do select base, it'll set it up, set current directory as project base. You click this, and you go on to vehicle, truck. Oh, this is the international. Okay. Then wherever the PIM is, once you converted it, and then you would do SCS import. But I don't need to, since I'm working on a 3D OBJ model. Still needs some work, but she's getting there. Yay. So I gotta go record something for a FiveM server. San Andreas first responders. I gotta go help the owner, and yeah. So, hope you enjoyed this live stream. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll catch you next time. Sheriff Wick out.